Hey, how's it going? It's Heather with Papers, Caffeine, and Life. Grab your favorite drink, pull up a chair, get some cool paper, and let's get busy.
Hey, welcome back to another Crafty Christmas in July 24. In today's video, I'm going to make some super simple scrappy Christmas notebooks. This is actually take two. So these are already cut, but I'm going to walk you through the process. If that sounds like something that you're interested in making, stay tuned. And if you want to craft along with me, you're going to need some paper. I use some 6x6 paper, and I also have some regular sheets of 12x12 and some printed paper. I have some plain coffee paper. I'm just using white today. I have a stapler, and it's the long reach stapler. I have some glue and some lace and ribbon. That's all you're going to need for the basic of it, because this is just going to be like a super simple bare bones little notebook. So this is what I ended up with, and I totally gave you the wrong dimensions, the wrong counts, the wrong figures, so I stopped it and we're starting over again. It happens, right? So this was a 6x6 piece of paper, and I cut it in half from top to bottom down center. So now you have a 3x3 square. I folded it in half. Cute, right? This is my inside piece. You can cover this over if you don't like all of the things going on. I do, so I'm not going to cover it. We may decorate it, but I'm not going to cover it. I did bring along, I should mention, I did bring along some like cut apart pieces that I could cut and use. I brought along some labels and some words and some things, but you don't have to. We may get to that, we may not get to that. So in the video that I messed up on, I took a whole sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, and I told you that it was gonna make like 18 sheets out of 2 pieces. Well, I don't know where my math was, but it wasn't right, clearly. So you're gonna get, if you cut it at 3 inches, you're gonna get 3 pieces of paper out of 1 sheet. But when you fold it, it's a little big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it down, and I'm gonna tell you, see, it's big all the way around. If and when you make this project, don't do like me and cut it at 3 inches all the way around. We are actually going to cut it at 2 3/4 inches. So I'm going to cut a little bit off the top and a little bit off of the side. So I'm going to cut at 2 3/4 inches. And then instead of folding and trying to cut all of that, because that's too much, I am gonna cut it at because it's cut at 6 right now, so I'm gonna cut it at 5 3/4 inch, and we will just refold it. So I have 6 pieces of paper here. We're gonna do 3 per sheet, or per little notebook. And because 1 piece of paper, like one of these squares, is 4 sheets, we're going to end up with 12 sheets of paper per notebook, which I think is a really good amount. Now, another thing that you can do, maybe I'll grab my corner rounder and do 1 regular and 1 with the corner rounder. But I'm just going to flatten them out like this, and then we'll go ahead and staple them. The only thing you have to watch is make for sure that it kind of gets in on the spine. So, just like that. And of course, it's a little wonky, but it's okay. Now, if you want to do it the other way, and your staples will be inside. Either way, I mean, it doesn't matter. And then you can also, that didn't even work. You can also cover it with lace or ribbon or something. Oh, I see it double stapled, that's why. Okay. There. So that one actually turned out better. Or you have this one, and then you can cover it. So personal preference, it doesn't matter. If you're not going to cover it, I would do it this way, where they're face down. If you're going to cover it, either way is fine. So we'll cover this one and round these corners, how about? And then we will maybe not cover the spine on this one. So let's just round the corners. I'm not inking anything. Again, you can personalize this and do however you want to do. But I'm not right now. I mean, like when I get ready to use it, maybe I would ink it. It just depends kind of, I think, on like what I'm gonna put it in, what I'm using it for, what the rest of the vibe is, I think. Yeah, so I have some of this, like, oh, I forget what it's called. It's for sewing, almost seam binding, I think is what it's called. So I think that's what I'm going to use, because I think that'll be super cute. And it's nice and thick, so it'll cover up our staples really nicely. And I'm going to use tacky glue because I don't think the art glitter holds it very good. It doesn't like fabric too well. Just like that. And I went a little further at the top because it's not even, so I want to cut it a little bit. There, now it's more centered. Okay. So I'm going to trim this, and then we're going to let this sit and dry for a couple minutes. You don't have to do anything else to it if you don't want to. However, I do want to decorate it up just a little bit. So in my 6x6 paper pad that I got this paper from, I have all these cute little cut aparts. So I'm just going to cut this out because I think it's cute. So we could just do something like that, which I really like. All right, so we're just gonna glue that on. Super simple and easy. And again, if you don't have any lace or anything, you could just use a piece of the paper that is decorative or sort of plain, kind of like this, and you could make like a background for your design to set on. Like if we wanted to use this and that's blending in too much, we could always just cut this out and use that as well. So here, let's actually do that instead. That way I can show you. So I'm going to glue this on, and then I can cut it out from there. So just like that. And then I'll trim it because it's just a little wonky. Okay, so now you have this with the cute little frame around it, and we can just put him here. So now he goes from blending in too much to now he stands out better. So this one is not from the It's not from the same paper kit, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna kind of make just like a corner pocket, basically. Okay, so that kind of breaks that up a little bit. And then if you want to, now you can add your little label. And if you're inking, if you're an inker, you know, it'll make it look a little bit more pronounced. But if you don't have ink or you don't like to ink, you don't have to. So we'll just stick the little label there. We'll take a piece of this paper that we have left over that we just used for our pocket. And really, of course it's too big. Really, you don't even have to, decorate your tag. You can just fold it and stick it in there, and then you can have a tag for your little pocket. So that's really all you have to do. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy, super complicated. It can be as simple as that. So now our other piece is dry and we can work on our second notebook. So let's just bring that back in and we'll go ahead and fold it now. So that looks super cute. I like it. Now we can figure out something to put on the front of this one. And I think I'm gonna do this little Merry Christmas. I'm just gonna stick that right there because I think that's super cute. And I don't think it needs really anything else. Okay, so there's that for the front. And of course, I really didn't cut that very well, but it looks okay still. Now, because this is upside down, because I wanted the flower to be down here in the corner, you can cover it. If you have more of this paper, you know, like the leftover paper, you could cover it also. You could just kind of make like a little overlay like that. So that'll be cute. You could do the other side as well, but I really like this green side. I want to use that on this one. So see, even if you have paper that is not quite what you like or the direction is wrong, you can always fix it with another piece of paper. And then on the back, let's see, we don't have quite enough, but we could do like some strips. So as you can see, now I have glue on my paper. That's what you can see. No. As you can see, within just a couple minutes, we've made two really, really cute scrappy Christmas notebooks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have friends that have never seen the channel and you think, hey, maybe they would like it, definitely let them know. And until next time, guys, see ya!